Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. Welcome to Guitar Daily. So, I've been posting every day on YouTube, and this is just, we're up to 118 or so episodes of this. I'm really enjoying doing this every day. So if you're enjoying the videos, please like and subscribe. And one of the best things you can do is share this stuff with people who are into the same sort of thing and help me spread this information out as far and wide as we can. So today what I thought I'd talk about is like a way to kind of spice up your solos and take like what are essentially boring phrases and make them much more interesting. And one of the easiest ways you can do this, well, it's not particularly easy, but it's an easy concept to kind of grasp, is take something like a 4-note phrase. Let's take this simple one. So I'm just going to play the B flat. I was in B flat for that tune. That was Mercy, Mercy, Mercy. So let's stay in B flat. Let's play pentatonic. Let's group it in 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? A phrase like that, something really simple. And maybe you might come out of it and go, or something like that, whatever you want to do with it. But the point is, it's a 4-note grouping, right? And one of the best things you can do to make it more hip is let's turn it into a group of 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that's a triplet. Right, we're going to play triplets, but a 4-note phrase. So 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. And do that with a metronome so you can hear exactly where it falls against the beats. Right, so there we have a metronome. So groups of 4 would be 1E and a, 2E and a, 3E and a, 4E and a. Right, but we're going to play these as triplets. So 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Right, I'll speed up the tempo. Let's go 115. Takes something that was kind of bland and makes it much more interesting. And we can do that with any set of notes, right? So we had a phrase like, so I played a D flat, E flat, B flat, D flat. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you'd be tempted to play that as 16th notes, right? 1 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. All good, but play it as triplets is more interesting. So 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Let's do that with the metronome. So 16th, triplets. So yeah, so that's a pretty cool idea. Sorry, I'm struggling a little bit. My shoulder's pretty sore today, so it's one of those things that whenever your body tells you what's going on with your playing, I can feel it in my hand. This hand here is not feeling the same. I had to take the dog for a walk yesterday. I had him around here, and he kind of yanked my arm off and sort of jarred something in here a little bit. It's just feeling a little bit tight. So this is not... It's not responding like it usually does. It's one of those things where I'm just, the way I deal with it is I just take it easy. So I'm not going to play much today. I'll play a little bit for this, and then I'll do the stuff I have to do, but that's about it. I'm not going to do any extra. I'm just going to let things kind of do what they need to do and then kind of charge back into it. Worst thing you can do is kind of push through it and force an injury, right? But anyway. So ba-ba-da-dee, ba-ba-da-dee. Right, triplets, right? 1 and a, 2 and a, 3 and a, 4 and a. Right, and we can do this with any groups, right? So we can do it with group of 5s over the top of things. 5-note phrases, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and play that as 16th notes. Then it's gonna, what happens is essentially what we're doing is moving where things resolve. But eventually it resolves itself, doesn't it? Because 3 4 sets of 3 makes 12, right? So that ends up being a certain number of beats, and 3 sets of 4 make 12. So we end up with the same thing, but it's resolving in different places. Does that make sense? So try this with your phrases. If you have a phrase that you're just sort of feeling, oh, this is just uninteresting, try grouping it in a different way. So whatever the phrase is, so say it's a group of 4, group of 3, you can do the same thing with group of 3. So tempting is to do that as triplets, right? But take it as 16ths. 1 E ender, 2 E ender. I'll show you that. Right, and your phrases automatically just become more interesting. Now, I didn't come up with this stuff. This is a brilliant book. Jerry Bergonzi, Melodic Rhythms. If you haven't seen this book, check it out. There's pages and pages of this stuff. So that one there's 7/4 rhythms over 4/4. Right? The one that I like a lot and I use a lot is 3/4 rhythms over 4/4. So maybe if I go 1, 2, and 3. Let's take that rhythm. So 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, but put it over 4. So we have a metronome here. Let's put it in 4/4 so you can hear the accents. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Resolves, right? So I'll show you what that sounds like in music. And there's your resolution, right? Now, of course, when you're practicing this stuff, you'll go over and over and over it like that, but you wouldn't do that when you play normally, right? When I'm playing, I wouldn't do a whole group of that. I might do like one phrase with that and then move on to the next thing. It was always explained to me, and I've said this before, it's like cooking a steak, for example. You put a little bit of pepper on and it just magic happens, right? You put too much steak in your you put too much pepper on your steak and you've just wrecked it and you can't take it back, right? It's the same thing with this stuff, like a little bit of spice. That's all I look at it. So I use it like a little phrase, but when I practice it, I go over and over it and over it like that until it sort of feels comfortable, and then it becomes part of my playing. I've talked about this before. Generally for me, about 3 months of working on a new concept before it kind of comes out naturally in a way that sounds musical and not forced. And I can do it straight away. That's not the point. The point is that I want it to come out and I'm not thinking and it's just flowing, and all of a sudden, there's that 3/4 thing that's going on. So anyway, give these a try. See if they help your improvising. I'm sure they will. Hopefully you liked the video from the other day about the 5-tip thing that I gave with them for improvising. The setting limits. I really like that idea. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.